Hi. As part of my virtual tour of my studio, I thought I would introduce myself and show you what I'm working on mid-October 2020. Um, this is a terracotta sculpture companion piece to this one, um, tentatively titled Casa Coral. Casa Coral means the house of coral in my head. And I got inspired by a trip to a small town that had a small beach, and right next to the beach there's a beautiful, very healthy reef you could just walk right out to and snorkel on. And so we got to know this reef over about a month, and I was struck by how I could return to the same piece of coral every day and the same fish would be there because that was their home. They lived within that piece of coral. And so I've been sort of trying to recapture that idea ever since. And I may actually put a fish in here somewhere. I haven't decided yet, but it'll be around the same size as this one. I'll probably build it up to about like that, or maybe even a little bigger because they do shrink during firing. I did a series of paintings about that too, and some of them, like the one behind me, is very abstract. It's just a real close-up on brain coral and riffing on the abstract shapes that are found in brain coral, and some of them are quite literal too. There's a painting back there of our daughter taking her first snorkel. And this is my part of the Arts Factory. The Arts Factory is a collective of, I think, last count, 22 artists, run by the city of Vancouver. Great facility, very peaceful here, especially in this pandemic. We are 17 days away from the American election, which who knows what's going to happen, and there's 1.1 million dead in the world from this virus, and it's still going, getting worse. So anything could happen, but at this moment, right here, right now, I'm in my happy place. I love working with terracotta because it's a low-fired clay, so it's extremely forgiving, which means you can push it in all sorts of directions, and because it's fired at a lower temperature, it doesn't crack as easily. It still cracks if you're not careful, so you have to engineer these things so that they don't crack during firing, which does happen sometimes. But I like to do the originals in terracotta and then cast in bronze copies